As some of you know, I'm self-employed. I plow snow. That's my whole business in the wintertime. And several weeks ago, my trusty, beat-up old plow truck broke down right before some big snowstorms were coming. So I was kind of begging and borrowing favors from others, having other people cover driveways for me, paying them to plow my driveways instead of collecting like I should be. And shortly after my truck broke down, I was going past one of the local car lots up in Minocqua, and I saw a plow truck sitting there, and which was nice, but very expensive. And that week when he came down here for prayer night, we were talking about praying for a revival and asking God for bigger things. And on my way home, I thought, Lord, maybe I'm just not asking for big enough things. I'm asking to have my truck repaired. Maybe I need to ask bigger. So I started stopping in every time I went past that car lot on the way home, praying over that truck and asking God for a miracle. And it's sitting outside. And I should not have been able to get financing for that truck. So Sunday night I was just begging God, what should I do? How do I move forward? And like you just said, make a decision and ask God to bless it. So I told God, I'm going to go ask about that truck. And if you don't tell me no, I'm going to ask about it because I don't know what else to do. So the next morning, dropped my daughter off for work, and I went to the car lot, and I walked in there, prayed over the truck again, and I walked in the sales office, and I told him, I need that truck, and I came in here expecting a miracle. And he said, well, let's talk about it, see what you can do. Well, they told me it was going to be like $6,000 to $8,000 down that every finance company was going to require for that truck because of its age and mileage and stuff. But I said, well, I don't have anything to put down. Like I said, I'm coming in here expecting a miracle. So he says, well, it's going to take me some time to figure this out. And I said, well, I'm going to go snowblow for a driveway, and I'll be back in a couple hours, and I trust that you will find some way to make this happen. And I didn't even make it home. Halfway home, I got a phone call, and he said, somebody's watching out for you, because I didn't really think this was ever going to work. But out of all the finance companies we have, the last one I called only wanted $1,000 down and will finance the entire thing. And that was a miracle. And I said, well, that's great. But, I don't even have $1,000. And the salesman told me, could you find $1,000 by the end of this month? And I said, I'll get it somehow. So he said, well, don't snowblow the driveway. Come on back in and sign the papers, and you can go plow it. So within the next half an hour, I was driving away in the truck, plowing snow. And it was great. And the story got better even yesterday, because I promised God as I drove away in that truck in tears, blasting the worship music, promised him that I would tell everybody how good he is and how much he can do when it seems to be impossible. And so I've been telling everybody I can about how good God has been and a miracle that he did to improve my situation. And I was telling some people about it on Wednesday night at a Bible study in town, and some of the people I actually plow for are there at that Bible study, good Christian brother and sister. They were moved to tears by the story. Yesterday morning, in the mail, I got an envelope with their name on it, and I was like, I haven't sent them a plow bill. Why are they sending me a payment? When I opened it up, inside there was a note that said, we were so moved by your story, we wanted to help. And there was a check for $500. So God, he just continues to bless. And persistence, I think he likes that too, because